What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this damn episode, I gotta talk about Ava first. I have to. Now, y'all know I love Ava. I do. Ava's like one of my favorite characters on this show. I fucking love Ava. But she was so out of line today. I was like, Kiki should have slapped the shit out of her. I'm just saying. She was so out of pocket today. The shit she said to Kiki, I said, bitch, the nerve of you. Now let me say this. I understand where Ava coming from because number one, the one thing I can't stand about Kiki, she tries to act like she's better than her mother. She always acts like that, like she's more superior than Ava. You know what I'm saying? When in reality, you're not. You know what I'm saying? You got dirt on your hands just like Ava do. The only difference is Ava is worse than Kiki, way worse. But Kiki is not that far off from Ava. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not, you need to get off your little high horse because you're not better than your mother. But, Ava was so fucked up today. She called her daughter a whore. I said, what the fuck? As soon as I heard her say whore, I had to rewind real quick. I said, I don't think I heard what I think I heard. I didn't think I heard her correct. So I had to rewind the shit. I said, did she just call her daughter a whore? And she did. She called her a whore. I said, are you fucking kidding me? Ava's the last one. And then she said, Kiki's a bad influence on Avery. Like, she's not. I'm like, are you serious? Ava's, if anybody's a bad influence on Avery, it would be you. I'm just saying. Like, I'm just saying. Ava is definitely not mother of the year. To call your child a whore and then try to keep her from her sister, because Kiki told her that tomorrow is Avery's first day of school. And she promised Avery that she'd come and I guess bring her a cupcake or something like that. Ava flat out told Kiki, and this is how I interpret it. Ava basically was like, bitch, don't even think about coming to that school, or I'm gonna fuck you up, or it's gonna be some problems. That's basically how Ava was talking to her, like basically gave her a veiled threat not to come to that school. That's kind of how Ava was, it was kind of like a veiled threat, like, you know how somebody tell you don't do something or else? That's basically how the conversation was. Kiki wasn't scared though. Kiki, you hear that Nuck If You Buck song in the background, like, Kiki was not afraid of Ava at all. Kiki was like, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to be at that school. She said, bitch, I wasn't asking for your permission. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. That's basically how Kiki was talking. Like, I'm going to do what I want to do. Like, basically, Bobby Brown ain't the only one with a prerogative. It's Kiki's prerogative to show up to that school. And I guess that's what she's going to do. That whole scene had me on the floor. Like, I love that entire scene. I really did. I fucking love that scene. Ava is all types of fucked up. Like, to sit there and talk to your daughter, like, this is why I feel like Kiki's not her daughter. I believe Nina really is Kiki's mother, because the way Ava has been treating her, then she told Kiki to run along. I said, damn, how cold can you be? The look in Ava's eyes said it all. I've seen that look in her eyes before. Like, that's a dangerous look. When Ava gets that gleam in her eye, that means this bitch is she's about to be ruthless. She's about to take it out on your ass. Like, I seen that look in her eyes. I was like, yeah, Kiki, you might want to exit stage left. I'm just saying, you might want to back the fuck off, because I seen that look in her eye before. And we all know Ava done killed some people in her lifetime, so you might want to back the fuck off. And that's my whole thing about Kiki. Like, Kiki should have never walked up to Ava, because you knew that conversation was not going to be pleasant. Kiki knew that, and you still walked up to her. Why? If Kiki keeps pushing Ava too far, you already pushed her far. If you push her far enough, eventually Ava's going to push back. So you might want to back the fuck up. I'm just saying. Back up. I mean, I respect Kiki's moxie. She got a lot of moxie. I'm just saying. She ain't afraid. Now, I respect that about her. But you might want to step about 5 feet back. I'm just saying. You might want to stop antagonizing her. Just stop. Because it ain't going to end well for you. I'm just saying. You see what she done to Griffin. You don't want the same fate to happen to you. And then back up. I'm just saying. Words to live by. Another thing. Ava pretty much put it in Julian's mind that we need to, strike against Sonny before he strike against us. Because I kind of agreed with Ava on that point. Like, Sonny doesn't need an excuse to come after Ava or Julian. He doesn't need much of an excuse. He already hates their fucking guts. So, at this point, like I said before, I don't blame Julian. If he would try to get revenge on Sonny, I wouldn't blame him because Julian's been minding his business. Trying to run his business. Sonny's been coming up, bothering him, fucking with him. Got the contractors to up their bids to expensive ass prices that he knew Julian couldn't afford. Now he got City Hall trying to shut Julian's application down. Like, he just kept fucking with Julian. So I couldn't blame Julian if he tried to clap back on Sonny. I couldn't blame him. You know what I mean? But I kind of agree with what Ava's saying. Like, it's either Sonny or us, basically. You know what I'm saying? So I get where she's coming from. Because Sonny feels like at this point he got to do something. Because, like he told Carly, if Julian finds that body in Charlie's bar, that could be the thing that finally takes Sonny Corinthos down. If they find it. It could finally be the final nail in his coffin. That the DA, the mayors, all the politicians, the police departments, this is something that they've been wanting for years. And they can finally get it. You know what I mean? So Sonny has to do whatever he can to shut this shit down. My thing is, I feel like Sonny went about this all wrong. He went about it all wrong. Trying to strong arm Julian into selling him Charlie's. You went about it all wrong. You should have took a different approach. I felt like him and Jason should have took a different approach. Jason's idea is to sit and wait. Okay, you can sit and wait if you want to, but that's a little, foolish. I'm just saying. I mean, there's high stakes here. Sonny, as far as Mike is concerned, I like that Sonny went to Brick and he basically, are making changes to the house. Mike's cell phone and stuff like that. He's making changes to Mike's phone. Like, basically, when Mike wants to call Sonny or somebody, instead of a number popping up, their face pops up. So all he has to do is swipe and see a face, and all he has to do is click the call button, and it could call that person. So that way he doesn't have to try to remember their name in his phone. That's pretty smart and unique. I like it. Stephen A. Smith did a wonderful job as Brick, as always. Him sitting there flirting with Carly is always funny as shit. But I do like the fact that Carly tried to get Sonny to see, be realistic. Because Carly and Aunt Stella are basically trying to be realists. Like, they're trying to get Sonny to accept reality. Trying to get him to face the reality of the situation with Mike. Like, he's, his health is deteriorating every second of the day. Every day his mental health is going down. You know what I mean? Like, he's forgetting everything more and more. He's going to get worse. He's never going to get better. So they're trying to get Sonny to just realize that. Make some decisions on what you want to do. You know what I mean? Because he's not going to be lucid all the time like he is now. Like they said, he got his good days, his bad days. But he's going to have a lot of worse days coming up. It's going to get to a point where he's no longer going to have good days. All he's going to have is bad ones. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to face that reality. I feel like Sonny is in denial. He refuses to face reality. He refuses. Because he doesn't want to. Sonny doesn't want to make this decision. Can't say that I blame him. But he doesn't want to make that choice. With Kristina, I can understand why Kristina wants to stand on her own 2 feet. What irritated me about Kristina was she's willing to work at Charlie's even though she didn't know Julian was the owner. She's willing to work there instead of take a barista job at Perks. Carly even offered her a job and she turned it down. I'm like, it must be nice having family members who are wealthy, got businesses that can just offer you a good job. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not glamorous. You know what I'm saying? It's not it's not a glamorous thing, but it's for right now. You know what I mean? Like the job that Sonny and Carly are offering Kristina, it's not glamorous jobs. I'm pretty sure it doesn't pay a whole lot of money. But I do respect the fact that she wants to stand on her own. She doesn't just want to get a job handed to her. You know? She wants to go out, apply for jobs like everybody else does. And I get that. I respect it. You know what I mean? She wants to stand on her own too. You know, I can appreciate that, but shit. I mean, you know, you got to put pride to the side sometimes. You know what I mean? It doesn't make you weak if you take help from your family. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be a parent offering you money or whatever, that doesn't make you weak or non-independent. You're still independent. You know what I'm saying? But not everybody. That's like people who built their empires. You think they did that shit alone? You think they did it without any help? If you think people like Oprah and Jay-Z, all these people got to where they are by themselves, you're delusional if that's what you think. They all had some form of help from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't go through life without a little help. Everybody had some help. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. You know? So, but I do respect the fact that she wants to be independent. I get it. Kiki seemed a little desperate to me with Griffin today. Like because Griffin has to find a new place to stay. He can no longer afford to stay at the Metro Court. I'm pretty sure Griffin has savings and stuff, obviously, but I don't blame him for wanting to move out. I mean, he's suspended without pay. There's no way in the world he can afford the Metro Court at this point. I mean, the Metro Court is a 5-star hotel. So, staying at a 5-star hotel, I'm pretty sure Carly and them probably charged maybe, I'm just guessing at this point. The Metro Court probably has room rates that go from maybe $400 or $500 a night. Some rooms probably, some expensive hotel rooms go $1,000 a night. There's no way in the world Griffin can afford that every day. You know what I mean? He can't. There's no way. Of course, Anna offered him her house because Anna has a pretty big house. I don't know why he didn't just take Anna's offer to stay at her place. You know, but I think this is just the writer's attempt to try to get him with Kiki. Because Kiki did say that there's an apartment that's open in her building right down the hall from her. I say, yep. And Griffin just steadily worried about what Ava gonna think. Kiki was like, I don't care what that bitch think. Kiki like, I can care less what she think. I don't give a fuck. Kiki like, that bitch don't rule my life. I said, I feel you on that one. But it just came off as a little desperate to me. Like, she basically wants something more than a friendship. I can see it on her face, like, in her actions. It just seems like you want a little more than friendship. I am glad that, you know, Griffin finally told Anna the truth about him running that DNA test. Even though he didn't know Peter was her son at the time. But it's good that they finally cleared that up and got it out the way. Anna, in my opinion, she was a little out of pocket, walking up to Valentine, basically threatening him to stay away from her son. I agree with Valentine. Aren't you a little too late to be picking your son friends? I say you about 42 years too late. Shit, you might want to tone that shit down. You about 40 years too late, hun. You might want to back it up. And first of all, Valentine didn't go to Griffin. Not Griffin. He didn't go to Peter. Peter came to him looking for help. You know what I'm saying? So, can't really blame him. I am so freaking happy that my girl Obrecht is back. Even if it's for a moment. She came up in that church dressed like a straight hobo. Because she has to be in disguise right now. Because you know the cops looking for her. She a fugitive. But I am happy that she got a moment with Nina and stuff like that. And they could talk. And, you know, Lisa could at least try and comfort her. Because Nina, at this point, she didn't give a fuck about her mother. She wasn't mad that her mother's dead. She just wanted to get that funeral over with. And mind you, nobody showed up to the funeral because nobody gave a fuck about Madeline. Shit, Nina at this point didn't give a fuck about Madeline. I can't say I blame her. Because Madeline, after everything Madeline did to Nina, Nina just could care less. You know, I understand Maxie tried to comfort her and tell her that even though Madeline did you wrong several times, that's still your mom. Nina was like, that bitch was no mother to me. And I can understand where Nina coming from. I get it. I've seen, you know, shit, it's dogs out here. It's female dogs out here that give birth to their puppies. That don't make them a mother. You know what I'm saying? Raising your kids, loving your kids, that makes you a parent. Providing for your kids, that makes you a parent. You know what I'm saying? Madeline didn't do none of that. Madeline was horrible to Nina. So Nina doesn't see her as a mother. You know, that's just, in Peter's words, that's just the bitch who gave birth to her. That's pretty much all Madeline was to Nina. I mean, for you to do that to your own child, put her in a coma, just to get her inheritance, how low the fuck can you go? I'm just saying. So I don't feel bad for Madeline. Shit. But I do agree with Lisa, though. Madeline didn't die of no damn heart attack. Because like Lisa said, Madeline was healthy. There's no record of heart disease in their family. She was like, nope, something else happened. And we all know Valentine had something to do with it. So anyway, Curtis was up in New York trying to find Madeline's old lawyer or whatever. Jordan come up in there. I'm like, Jordan, see, this is why the PCPD ain't shit now. Why are you up in New York? When you supposed to be in Port Charles fighting crime. Here you are in New York. So anyway, they basically find out that her lawyer, Madeline's ex-lawyer, basically got released from prison because apparently he's dying. So now they got to figure out how to find him now. I guess Curtis is going to go try and talk to him before he die to get some information. And Jordan is trying to find Marcus, Aunt Stella's ex-fiance, boyfriend, whatever, from back in the day. Basically the love of her life that got away. I think that's a cool idea, you know, to bring him in to try to get Stella off their back. But it may just backfire because you never know how Stella's going to react to it. You know what I'm saying? Especially coming from Jordan. I mean, the thought of it is nice. It's generous. But we all know Jordan's only doing it to get Stella off her ass. Not a bad move, but we shall see. I freaking love the relationship Mike and Stella has because I feel like Mike is the best therapist that Stella could possibly have. Like, he gives her the best advice. You know what I'm saying? He gives her the best advice. And it seems like she really listens to him more. You know, more than she would a professional therapist. She really does listen to Mike. Because even with his Alzheimer's, Mike is still older. He's wise. You know what I'm saying? So he still gives good advice. And I'm glad he was there to, you know, talk some sense into her. Like, she needed to let that shit go. The pain and the hurt that she has from all those years ago is never going to go away. But you got to heal. You got to move forward. You know what I'm saying? She's always going to miss her nephew. She's always going to be upset about it. But you have to just let go and let God and move forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't keep harping on what happened 20 years ago. You can't. So, anyway, this was a pretty good episode. I liked it. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. I think I covered everything, but have a great day. See you all tomorrow. Peace.